Can you hear me?
There you go. That's so
Hello?
much better.
There.
Yay.
Okay.
I
Now
have
if my
my
headset will
Lorne.
stop going off. Huh?
I said, I have my Lorne.
There you go. If my headset will stop going off, we'll be alright.
You need a new headset, don't you?
Oh, it's a pain in the ass. Hopefully we don't get cut off.
Well, yeah, I
Going
hope
up
so
and
too.
down. Hoping, I'm going up and down right now. Jesus. Fucking. I'm driving a truck that I like better than my other truck. But my other truck I'm used to driving and used to how it shifts. This one I'm not used to how it shifts anymore.
How many gears are in the trucks you use? Those big trucks.
In the ones that I'm driving, it has 8.
Oh, okay.
There's some that have 10, some have 12, some have 14, some have 16.
Wow.
All depends. Yeah, it all depends on how it's made and how it has to be geared for whatever job's doing. All that they make them all different. Some are automatic. I can tell you, I'm about 99% chance I'm going to do the interview.
Okay, well, I'm not going to cross my fingers yet or count my chickens or count my tanned cocks or anything. I'll just go ahead and...
It's just I want to talk to my probation officer and let him know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, because you're going to talk to him, I'd like to just remind you that it's my plan to present the questions for you before, and if it leads into territory that you don't want to talk about it, I'll edit it out. So like if I ask a question, like let's say what's your favorite color, and you say I don't want to reveal that, I'm going to cut out where I ask you what your favorite color is, so there's no mention of it. That way, you'll have control over what's being said, because I think that's only fair for right now.
When you and Josh go over anything about my case, you can take right out.
Can we? Okay, but can we? Let me move my phone. Do you think I can do the interview with you and Josh, or you just want it you and me? I don't know how you feel about Josh. I trust him, but
it doesn't matter with you and Josh or just you. It's all up to you.
Okay.
I trust Josh too. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's obvious Josh is trying to help me too.
Yeah, because he's the one with the legal, and I'm...
The car off the road.
Oh, no. Did you run a car off the road?
No, a car went off the road on its own.
Oh, no.
Far over in It snowed this morning up here in the mountains. So
I'd love to see what it looks like in the mountains. You don't have to put yourself in the picture, but I'd love to see you. But if you don't want to, could I see what your road looks like the next time you get off? It's so sunny here and wet.
Well, how about after today?
Sure.
After today, I get a feeling that my probation officer is going to realize it's all right. He may want to talk to you. I don't know. If he wants to talk to you, if you talk to him, you'll be able to tell that you're of age.
Well, yeah,
it's kind of easy to tell in your voice. So.
Yeah, and that's what my husband said. That's really what made him mad, I think, is that nobody was asking for my ID or anything like that, but they wanted to meet me in person, and he knows.
Well, see, that's because you can show your ID. You can take a picture of your ID over the phone, and it doesn't matter. It could be somebody else's ID.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why they're like that.
Well, maybe he can get on the webcam on Skype. If he has Skype on his phone, and I'll turn mine on. But I'm saying, I'm saying if he wants, I can turn my webcam on and wave to him and say, "Hello, my name is Emma Rodriguez. I am
Might
real."
be able to do that if he has Skype.
Yeah. And then I'll stand up so he can see how saggy my boobies are, and he'll be like, "Oh my God, she's of age. Just put her in. You can talk to her."
Jesus. I'm sure once he sees your face and you wave to him, he'll be able to see that you're of age.
Oh, yeah, that'll be enough. Okay, good. Thank you for saving me from embarrassment, Lauren. You almost had me getting in trouble.
Yeah, I know. I don't want you going too far showing him your age. So.
Just like you count the rings around the tree stump. That you can count my crow's feet.
Yeah, sure. Jesus. You're only 36.
I know. You know, I just remember being young and hot and fun and.
Young is 36 is young.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna hold my head and all of my chins up high.
You what?
My chins and my head. I'm gonna hold them up high. But you know how it is. Well, especially you. I can imagine you would be really sensitive to losing some years of your youth because you were incarcerated for a lot of them, and yeah. So
More than that pissed me off. You know, it didn't only hold up those years that I was incarcerated. It's helped me up since then.
Yeah, it seems like it probably.
Now.
Go ahead.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Like
now. All right, let me talk for a second.
You talk. I can't tell when I'm interrupting you with my phone. I'm sorry.
I know there's a lag in it, a hesitation still. Like, when I start saying something, what you're saying is getting to me by the time I start saying something.
Okay, my cod, I will be quiet while you speak. Deliver to me your words.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All I was saying is, hell, I don't even know now. I forgot. All right, you say what you were going to say.
You know, maybe it's overwhelming to you to know that there are people who worship you. There's a cult who doesn't like you, and then there's a church that worships you. So I don't know. I got to tell you, though, just like you asked me to the other night, I haven't posted on that Church of Cawd page, but there's stuff on there that's happening. Like, people are responding to the first post I made, which was saying, if Lorne feels remorse, how would you know? You don't even know his point of view. And there were some rude comments, but then there were 4 or 5 really supportive ones, like Jeff here said that I would support giving Lorne a second chance. Nobody has heard what he has had to say. In the lawsuits is legal speak, but Lorne has not had a chance to tell us. I would listen with an open ear. No judgments here. Under that, well, I'll judge him, but I'll listen. Everybody deserves a second chance. I mean, you know, you can't blame him. Here's another one. He talked to a 13-year-old girl who sounded like she was 8. He showed her penis over and over again. If that doesn't sound like a man that needs to be forgiven, I don't know what is.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. I don't understand why people are so interested in it.
That must be because you're so cute.
It's something.
There's an army of straight men who probably don't share that opinion, and they're still interested. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, Lauren, you're very charismatic. You were the most memorable person in the bust. You walked up to the house so happy. Hey, girl. You walked up. You kicked your legs up. You had the big smile. You had, that personality. Yell at me, why don't you? And you have that hot decoy there standing in front of you. You must have had a raging heart on.
I didn't.
You didn't? Were you nervous?
No, I didn't. I was. I didn't want to go there to begin with. That's what made me nervous. I was like,
oh, yeah.
I tried to turn around before I even got there. I couldn't find. Well, the next exit wound up being that exit. I almost turned around in the median. But it was dark, and I couldn't see what was down there. And I remember lightning, and my dog was afraid of lightning, and that was another thing that made me want to turn around and go back.
Oh, because he was afraid. He was scared for, like, the weather, you think? Oh.
He was afraid of lightning. He'd always hide under the table. He did not like lightning at all. Roscoe, it didn't bother Roscoe at all, but at the time I had Bud, and Bud didn't like lightning.
Oh.
Roscoe wasn't, Bud wasn't afraid of anything else, but he didn't like lightning.
Poor baby. Yeah,
That's all
around
good.
here, there's
Well,
fireworks are legal around here in July. So there are always, animals who are scared out of their minds and they run away and everything, and because of the loud blasts. Do you get to do fireworks in Maine?
yeah, I don't.
You don't? I
my
love
probation,
it. Oh
my
no,
probation, yeah, can't handle anything with fireworks. I'm still a
Lorne.
firearm.
Now that's So you can't. Okay, I know you can't. You probably can't have a rifle. But what if you want to go hunting or something? You can't use a rifle.
Bow and arrow,
Okay.
but I don't go hunting.
I'm glad you don't. You know what? My heart grew a little bigger for you, Lauren, because it's not fair. If you can eat without hunting, then you shouldn't do it.
Wow, I can't kill a deer.
You can't? Why not?
I can't kill anything.
Oh,
Deer
you
look
made
at
me
me in my
smile
life.
so big. Okay, I gotta stop. Because now you're making me a fan of Lauren Arms. I think that when there's somebody that has that compassion when they see a living thing and it's difficult for them to take its life, it just says something about that person.
Well, see, now I didn't say that I can't eat it.
Right,
I
but you
just said I
can't
can't
kill
kill
it. You can't you
it.
can't look at it in the eye and choke them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no way I can take another life unless it's an insect or if it's something that's hurting someone, another human or someone that I love.
So you don't do you squish spiders? Please say no.
Yes, insects don't bug me at all. They're disgusting.
Spiders aren't
I have
insects,
no bugs.
Lauren.
Yes, that's what I did. I can kill insects.
Yeah, but they're not insects.
Oh, they are to me.
They're
They're disgusting.
no, I spiders are beautiful. I told you I have spider tattoos all over my body. I think they're beautiful. I think they're misunderstood. They remind me of me. They symbolize, to me anyway, that there's trash to clean up in the world, and people might not like us for cleaning up the trash, but we do it, and we do it for free. So you have exterminators that live in your home. They don't want anything to do with you. They just want to eat the things that want to hurt you. Just like me.
Yeah, but see that I understand. That's fine. I just don't want to see them.
Well, I understand, but just like an ugly woman, things don't have to be
I don't
attractive
mind
to
the
be
spider
valuable.
tattoo. I don't mind the spider tattoo. I mind the real spider.
You didn't ask, but I'm telling you something about me.
I'm listening.
Are you good? I don't want to bore you. If I bored my cod, then he will smite me
Oh my
greatly.
god.
You have to keep letting me make cod jokes, by the way. That's a
you
condition.
can you can if you want to, but I'm gonna come up with an initiative with a real name for that. Like cod. Cod is actually gonna wind up meaning something.
Is it?
Yeah.
You mean it's gonna like a mnemonic, like an abbreviation for something?
Yes.
Huh. Very interesting. I gotta tell
First
you,
two
there's
first two letters
uh huh
first two letters are CA, so it's gonna be child abuse, something
with
something something.
dildos because somebody brought dildos to the sting, right?
I don't know.
I'm just joking.
I don't know. I didn't pay any attention to what everybody else did. All I cared about was my stuff and being so upset because of being in that situation.
The interview that you have with the police is out there too, and it's one would watch it and certainly feel some empathy for you and your situation. You look so sad.
I was. I, I was already down, and that was a kick in the nuts when I didn't need it,
Lauren, when you
and they
say
knew
it's
that too.
when you say it's okay after you call books a million, tell me because I can do laurenarmstrong.org. I figured out a way to link to your book so people can look at it and write or and click on it and buy your book. And then what they'll see is that you're a charitable person. We're trying to give you all the gold stars that you need, that you can get, I think.
Okay, you'll have to run that by me again because I didn't hear all.
Okay, I said,
I was right on the edge of a river.
tell me what,
So
oh, pretty.
I was trying to pay attention to that. Well,
Lord,
I'm off the edge of the river now.
after today, Lauren, will you please take, after today, of course, after you feel okay, I would love to see pictures of Maine. I was thinking about it last night so much that I had a dream that I had gone to Maine and it was just really woodsy and that, I went camping, which is something I love to do. But it was, all I had
I will
was
take
stupid
pictures and send them to you.
references. What was that?
I will take pictures of Maine and send them to you.
Good. Oh, thank you. Because I got to tell you, my only references to Maine are bad Stephen King movies. Well, good ones too.
I will definitely take pictures of Maine and send them to you.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
It is during the summertime. Well, actually, every time of year is beautiful here. It's just some of the stuff is a pain in the ass. Snow can be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I
It
went
can
up
be
to Big
nice,
Bear and
but
got stuck before, so I know.
it can be nice, but it's still a pain in the ass.
Huh.
But hey, how many people have gone through your new website? Do you have a counter on it
I do. 232 people. It's not, the counter's not published in front.
already?
Yeah. The counter's not published in front of it, but I can see it when I click on something called Web Analytics, and it'll analyze the traffic. I gotta say, it looks like people are looking in on me and you because a lot of the hits are from Maine. Do you have your family looking at stuff online about you? Because if it's not your family, it might be your therapist or
My
probation officer.
my probation officer looked on it. And I know that 'cause I gave him the website.
You gave him lornearmstrong.org?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
What's the? I gave my nephew Darren the website too, but he's out in Washington State.
Okay.
And me and Mom looked on it.
Oh,
That's,
Mama Gwen?
huh?
I said
Mama
Mama
Gwen.
Gwen? Yeah, because you told me I try to keep them. I don't know. These are people you have in your life, but I know that you have a stepmom Ruth, and I don't want to get her confused with Mama Gwen. That's how I.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
she's my ex stepmom. She's not my mom.
Oh,
Her and my
okay.
dad have been divorced for quite a while.
Well, whoever it is, she
But
seems close to you, and I want to give her the respect. Of I don't know. And as far as me and my culture,
so,
we really respect the elders in
I
our family. So the matriarch deserves my respect by addressing her correctly.
okay. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah.
That was the first time I had seen Ruth in 21 years.
Really.
Yeah. So don't go thinking that I'm close with her because I'm not.
You know what
I
you
hadn't
told
seen my
me?
dad for 21 years.
You told me that night, whenever Ruth calls you, you talk to her. You tell her whatever she wants to know. Was that
Well,
just drunk? Or
Jim, huh?
was that just drunk? Like you were just drunk, or do you still mean it?
Well, no, don't tell her whatever she wants to know.
Okay.
No. When I said that, I meant for right there.
Oh, okay.
But no, don't tell her whatever she wants to know. That's it's enough that might actually be the reason why so many people from Maine have been on the website.
Does she have a big mouth? Is she like a gossip?
Yep.
Oh no, that was the wrong person to get drunk with and call me in the middle of the night, my friend.
Oh. Well, no, she. I don't really think she talks to a lot of people now, except for online. But and I don't even know if she talks to anybody online anymore. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know hardly shit about her
So
anymore. All I know is that she lives there now.
you saw lornearmstrong.org with your mom then? with Mama Gwen.
Yeah.
Okay. What did she think of it?
Not Mama Gwen. Not Mama Gwen. Just Mom.
With your mom. Okay.
Yeah. How'd you know her first name was Gwen?
You told me.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, the first
It's
time
not
that we
Gwen. It's not Gwen. It's Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn, yeah. Well,
She,
I
yeah.
shorten it. Yeah, that's
She
what you
doesn't go by
said.
that. She doesn't go by Gwendolyn. She goes by Linda.
Oh, okay.
That stuff people don't know. I don't want that
Well,
stuff
they don't
out.
need to know. Yeah, nobody needs to know anything
Yeah.
about your family. No questions will be allowed about your family. The only family member that I insist that you talk about would be Bud, because everybody wants to know what happened to him. Really? He's. I mean, didn't you consider part of your family? He was your buddy.
I considered him my kid. That's what I considered
Yeah.
him.
Exactly.
He went
That's what I
everywhere with me.
mean.
He was my best friend. He was my kid. I miss him today.
Is he still alive?
I don't know.
Oh.
I, I don't think so.
But you know
But
that he went with
anyway,
someone who loved him,
let's
though.
get on a different subject.
Yeah. Well, that was the family
I
member
start
thing.
tearing up when I think of Bud.
Well, that was yeah. So that was my family member thing. There's going to be a limit on that. If you agree to the interview, there's not going to be there will be no questions allowed about your family members. I know that people want to know if your families continue to be supportive in general. You can choose to answer that or not. You might want to answer that really because if they're being supportive, then that means that they know what you were accused of and convicted of, and they're still standing behind you. So they must be doing that for some reason. Because a lot of people, even blood, won't forgive something if they believe that you did something that was so heinous and disgusting. A lot of times, people will, step away from their family. But your mom and your family members who are still supporting you obviously are still there for a reason.
Yeah, nobody in my family has stepped away from me. Per se.
What do you mean,
Put it
but
that
per
way.
se?
I mean, there's one that's staying away from me just because of his wife's family. Because they're afraid of what they'll think. But he told Mom that he'd like to come see me, but if it wasn't for afraid of what Lori's parents would think, or Lori's family would think.
Oh,
My
okay.
sister-in-law's family. My sister's name is Lori, and my sister-in-law's name is Lori. So it's confusing. It's
Okay.
confusing. I have a sister named Lori, and my brother married a woman named Lori. There's two
Oh.
Loris in my family. They're spelled different, but the names are the same, Lori.
So
But
your mom liked the lore. Yeah, like Lorne
uh,
and Lori.
uh,
I said
you what?
the first parts of your names are the same, Lorne and Lori.
Well, actually, okay, none of this goes on the website or on any questions.
You're interesting enough all on your own. So
Yeah, evidently.
I just wanted to make that clear.
Holy
I want to
crap.
be very clear. Just like I want to be clear that I want Betty to get some money, and I want it to be clear that I want to give you a second shake. I want it to be very clear that your family's off limits. That's not fair if anybody's talking about them or harassing them.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all I care about right there. I just don't want my family being mentioned.
I agree with you. That's not fair game. That's cheating, and I think that's disgusting. If somebody does that, then I will ridicule them and ban them from the site or whatever, if anybody does that bull crap.
All they need to know is my family is supporting me.
And I think that's important
They can
too.
know that.
Yeah, I think that's important too. So if they know that, then that's all they need to know. They don't need to ask any more questions.
Exactly. My sister Lori is the oldest one. Her name is spelled Laurie. My sister-in-law's name is spelled Lori.
Oh, okay.
So you see the difference?
Yeah, so that's easy during Christmas time, so you don't get your presents mixed up.
Yeah. Lori, my sister Lori is the oldest. My brother Ralph is the next to the oldest. He's the one that's married to Lori.
Oh,
My
okay.
brother my brother Roy comes after him, and then my brother Paul, and then my brother Richard, and actually between Richard and Paul was Michael. He died at birth.
Oh, I
And
read about that
then
in your book. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that when in your dedication area. That I'm really sorry to hear
yeah,
that.
but it didn't affect me any because I didn't know anything about it. You know, I
But
was born.
still.
I'm the last one. I'm the baby of the family.
Aw.
So I mean, it didn't. It's not like I know. I can't say it doesn't affect me because it does. I'd like for him to be here and be able to have had time on Earth with him.
Yeah, but you never bonded to be able to miss him. But I know what you mean. It's still a
Right.
tragedy, and I apologize. Your family had to go through that. Your poor mom.
It is.
Yeah.
He's actually buried. He's actually buried out in California.
Oh, okay.
He's buried in the same cemetery as Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
how, your uncle who lives out here, how are you related to that guy?
Well, he doesn't. Uncle Dwight doesn't live out there now. He used to.
Oh, okay.
I used to have two uncles that lived out there. Uncle Ron and Uncle Dwight. And Uncle Ron actually died when I got out of prison and came back home. I actually took care of Uncle Ron for 3 months because he had dementia. And after that 3 months, it got to be too much because it was me and my Aunt Sharon. Oops, hold on, we got to stop coming trying to get somewhere. But me and my Aunt Sharon took care of
Her uncle.
oh, he's trying to stop that guy. He's trying to stop that guy, and that guy don't even fucking stop him. Goddamn dumbass.
Are you in danger? Do you want me to hang up so you can pay attention?
No, not me. I'm looking in the rearview mirror now. In my side mirrors, I can see he's trying to stop a guy. He's not. The guy isn't stopping. That's smart. But anyway, me and Aunt Sharon finally did all we could to take care of Uncle Ron.
Yeah.
And the last straw was when he ran out and tried to catch a plane because he was going. He had to catch a plane. It was Howard Hughes' plane, and it was out in the middle of the road and wait for him.
Oh, he was really confused. Poor guy.
Yeah. He was supposed to fly to Hawaii with Howard Hughes. He was going to take all the cops with him that was at the house, and guys in the ambulance. One cop asked him if he got to go too, and Uncle Ron said, "What are you, stupid? I just told you I'm taking you."
Spicy little uncle you had there, huh?
Yeah, we couldn't do anything but laugh.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and he was spicy in life too. In his right mind, he was always spicy. He just said it like it was.
Yeah. Is that how you are,
But
do you think?
it was funny. Huh?
Do you think that you're beginning to be like that now that your class is teaching you how to be more assertive and how to not say no and be manipulated into things? Or how to say no, I mean.
How to say no? Yeah, yeah. I can say no real easy now. I've had enough of not being able to say no.
Good.
When it comes to this, that's why I was shying away and wanting to talk to people.
Well, yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't expect you to right away, and that's why I really wanted to give you the opportunity to talk with me on the phone a little bit, so you know that, I'm not just bullshitting you.
Your approach was everything. The way you approached me was everything. Sending me gifts and a little note and giving me the option of being able of contacting you. Well, that was everything.
Yeah, I hope nobody's ever just shown up.
These other people that send me letters, they're just ignorant.
What? So you've gotten... I know about the letter from Korea. What else did you get?
God, It was like 5 or 6 or 7 letters, something like that.
Oh, really?
They're usually all around my birthday.
Wow.
And actually, it's kind of funny because I'm the letter from Korea. My probation officer came over to see me 2 weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
and he had just read the letter from Korea, and I had that for I don't know, maybe a month or so. And I had told him about it, but he hadn't read it yet. And then he asked me if I got any more, and I told him, I said, no, I said, it's usually just around my birthday. And then last Saturday, no, Saturday before last, I got your package. I was like, holy Christ.
Yeah, and it's not even my birthday.
Yeah, it's not even my birthday. It must be a belated birthday present or a bomb.
I don't know. It seems to me that in your situation, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't get a lot of. I know that it's just been weighing on you, this everything, and you don't get a lot of comfort. And I wanted to get you a nice soft shirt and a nice soft blanket and some comfort food, and I couldn't think of anything. I thought, what would I want right now? And of course.
Your pussy would have been Irish right then.
I
Unfortunately, I don't think you
don't
would have fit in the box.
know. That would be
And I
funny.
don't
How
think your
would
husband would appreciate it either.
Probably not. And again, how would your probation officer scan me?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It'd be a little odd him trying to scan you. I'd have to put my
Right.
hand on your pussy and say, no, not there.
The radiation will burn it up.
Okay, let's get off the sexual talk here.
Hey, that's you,
You and I,
Lord.
you and I really got to keep a clear mind about everything, because that way we have a clear conscience when anything is asked.
Right. I mean, there.
See,
Look, it's no secret that I regard you as physically attractive, very much so, and I like your hairy chest and your stomach. Even though you'd rather that I not know what it looked like because it's on the internet, it's there, so I like it, and you can't do anything about it. But it's not okay. It's not okay to have.
gee, thanks.
I gotta be honest with you. We both already said that we're both horrible liars, so we gotta just.
Oh, I know.
You deserve it. You
I
deserve
am
my
too.
honesty.
I'm about one of the worst liars in the world. I can't lie for shit.
Well, you have a cute
People see
baby
right through me,
face.
and it sucks. Huh?
You have a cute baby face. So I don't know. You not being able to lie. You probably need to work on that because you have one of the best things going for you, which is that smile.
Yeah, but I don't care to lie, though. I
Good.
don't like lying. It's a turn off to me.
Well, we don't like lying, but sometimes people don't need to know all of our business. So if we omit information
Yeah.
when we talk, I don't think that's
Well,
lying. I don't know how you
yeah.
feel, but
Well, no, nobody's gonna know anything about me doing a thing, anything sexual.
well, good.
I, I just hope my probation officer isn't able to go back and look and see anything that we kept in that picture that you sent me.
Well, you deleted it though.
Yeah, but
So he would. I'll tell you
isn't it in the
something.
encryption or something like that?
Yeah. So let me tell you, it's always going to be in your phone, but in order for him to look at it, he's going to have to confiscate your phone, hook it up to a computer, pay an internet technology person to bring it up. And there is no nudity anyway, and there's no suspicion that you're doing anything wrong. So unless he takes your phone from you, don't worry. If he just looks at the texts, you and I mean, we've kept it clean. We really have. There's nothing on your
Okay,
texts or.
well, listen to me. Listen to me. He does have a piece that he can put on my phone and scan it with his computer.
Uh-huh.
He's done it. He's done that to me before.
Oh, okay. But
So
there's
when you
nothing in
mentioned that,
there.
it's like I remembered him doing that to me before. So, but uh, the, if he can, I don't know if he'll agree to doing it or not, or if he has to type on his phone, then he'll find out today that you're an adult.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he wants to, I mean, Lauren, honestly, if he wants to make contact with me, just give me a quick text first, because it is my work day. So if I'm across from somebody, of course, because of my patient's confidentiality, there'd be no way. But if I'm
Right.
notified beforehand, I can get to a private place for 30 seconds to say, once again, I'm Emma Rodriguez. I am interested in, or I don't want to tell him my last name if that's okay. I'm interested in helping Lauren. I'm obviously of age. Um, he's a big boy. He can make his own decisions, and I'm not. I don't want anything from him. And if that's a verbal contract. I don't want any money from you, Lauren. Nothing. I don't want reimbursement for anything because I
Well,
felt
I know,
compelled to
but
do it.
there's gonna wind up being so much money that you're gonna get money whether you want it or not.
Well, I'll tell you what. Anything that I get, I'll donate because it muddies things up.
It,
When I put money into, and I'll tell you the truth. If you want to know something, I don't go to church, so I don't
I don't go to
donate.
church either.
Okay, so we have something in common. I don't
I
donate to
believe in
any.
God, but I don't go to church.
Yeah, I donate my time, but I don't donate any money. And I think that even though I don't believe you to be a charity case, I believe that this is something that I want to invest in, giving somebody a second chance. Now, if people don't think that you redeem yourself because you're not going to fess up to being completely guilty and knowing what you were doing, that's their thing. And they can do that if they want, because your position is that you didn't do what you pled guilty to. Now, I'm sure that you'll admit that
Exactly.
I'm sure that you'll admit that you made a bad decision and that you shouldn't have done that and that it was, not good and that
I
you wouldn't do
I
it again.
I admit that before anybody even mentioned that to me. Even before I even left, I was like, I don't want to go there, but I just couldn't stop. I had already told her yes, and I don't know. I just couldn't think. I, After everything I had been through, I just couldn't think straight.
Right. And
I was
that's
so easily manipulated and so easily was able to so easily be talked into doing things.
well, that's what I'm saying though, Lauren. That's I don't know how that will be received by the community. So, what are you willing to admit to? Because what I'm thinking of is if we can go at this
That I
like the
never
second
that,
chance angle.
that I'm gonna admit I never should have talked to her that way like I did, and I never should have gone there.
Okay, and I think
I was
that's
wrong in doing that.
yeah, and I share that 100%, Lauren. I'm on top of that with you. I believe that you shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. I will admit to you, and I will be honest. That chat log was disgusting because of the teaching and all of that, and you know it, and you're sorry for it. And I think people deserve to know that you weren't in your right mind.
That
You've since rethought. You would never do it again, and maybe maybe that will help too to help you with your plea to get off the registry for lifetime, that you haven't done
that's what I'm
anything.
hoping.
Yeah, you know what I'm hoping, and I have to tell you this. I'm hoping that a really hot sexy lady comes upon this and wants to give you a chance at dating from this or something, because you can't go to bars and meet anybody. So what if I
Right.
mean but wouldn't that be great if this was an entry in your life to have an opportunity to have a romantic relationship that would get you, the clearance that you need from your mental health professionals to say, all right, this guy's good. He's seeing a nice lady and they're
Uh,
having a normal
that would be nice.
relationship.
It'd be really nice. It'd be nice if I'd be able to go out to karaoke bars and stuff like that again too. But I get a feeling that I'm not going to be able to just go out to karaoke bars like I used to.
I'll
Not going to
tell
be
you,
so known.
I would love to go to a karaoke bar with you.
I told you about my lie detector test, didn't I?
You told me it was the very first time we talked, so let me tell you what I remember and you tell me if I got it right. You said that they asked you if you ever propositioned a young girl and you said no, and you came up as not being deceptive. Is that right?
Exactly. That's
What
right.
else? What
They,
else?
well, they asked me if I ever solicited sex. So, I mean,
Okay.
same words as you use, but the same language. It's different words, but
The
same
same
exact
content. Yeah.
principle.
Okay.
Yeah, same concept. But what time is it?
Are you 4 hours
Eight
ahead or
eight forty
3?
seven.
You're 3
3.
hours. Oh, okay. All right.
It's almost 12. Okay.
I have a friend in Canada who's 4 hours away. And then I have another friend in Canada who's 1 hour behind me, which is weird.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
Well, first of all, you didn't put my book on the website yet, did you?
No, I was going to wait for you. You told me to wait to
Okay.
call you, for you to call them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, my
Five
question
curly
was
pubes.
I know this is going to wind up big because of what it's called.
Five curly pubes.
I don't want you and Josh leaving me because you're the only ones that drop.
Five curly
Okay.
pubes.
All right.
Pubes.
Is that your question?
Yeah, that's my question.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm in
Five
it to win it. I
curly
want to be
pubes.
a confidant of yours, and if for any reason my relationship with you as a friend complicates your life or mine in a way that is going to be detrimental to our lives, then we will have to not talk anymore. But as of right now, I'd like to stick by your side and be your voice. I'd like to make it look to the community that I'm not biased one way or the other, because I think that'll give you more credibility, and it'll give them,
Okay.
you know what I mean? I'm not going to say, Lorne Armstrong, here he is, completely innocent. And I'm not going to say, Lorne Armstrong, the evil man that we all know with the penis. You know, that's
I know
that's not what I'm going to do.
I know what you're saying.
I know, but I
I
like
know
to
what
be
you're
funny.
saying.
Let me have my joke, Lorne. You can't be the only funny, cute one in the conversation.
Damn it. I tried.
You don't have to try very hard. You're a sweet man.
Well, thank you. I had another question, so I don't remember what it was.
Uh-oh.
I cannot remember my questions.
Well,
See if I
you
can
pitch and I'll
get back to
catch.
them.
I'll just sit here and wait. You're concentrating on driving too, so I imagine it's, it's tough. You're being safe.
You see, fucking windshield wipers. Right now, I'm just sitting still.
Your windshield wipers. Is it raining?
It was, well, it is. It is when I'm moving.
Uh-huh.
When I'm sitting still, it's not raining. It's actually raining. It's just not hitting my windshield.
Wow. And right now it's about
Um,
65 degrees here, and it's very, very sunny and wet outside because of the dew. I don't know what it would... Raining in what? March? Yeah. I guess that's right.
Hurrah.
Are you yawning? Was that a good stretch?
No, that was trying to get the truck in the gear.
Oh.
I gotta then bring up a little sharp hill. Sometimes you want a sharp hill, it doesn't want to go in the gear just right.
Okay.
Okay. I can't remember what the hell the question was that I was going to ask you.
Well, that's okay.
Well,
It'll come
here's
up. I'm sure it's important to you. It'll come up in your head again.
This is another thing that was on my mind is, actually, when I was talking to my lawyer, okay, when I talked to him, he asked me if I had a hearing last Friday. And not that I know of, but they're not going to send me anything anyway. So it must have been my thing that's in the appellate court right now that they had a hearing on because he said that my case was pending. So I don't know. I guess I just wanted you to know that. I didn't know if I told you. I
Yeah.
wanted you to know that.
Oh no, yeah, you told me that it was pending and that it doesn't really mean anything right now. But remember, I said it's good because that means it's finally on somebody's desk. Any progress is good progress, I think. Especially when you're dealing with government, because I work with the government and they do stuff so slowly.
Okay. I was thinking that pending or just hadn't been heard yet.
Oh, okay. Well, it's entered. So I don't know what that means. Are you going to talk to your lawyer today?
No, he actually, I can't use him
Uh-huh.
because, well, I think, did I tell you that?
Yeah,
I
because
can't use
he's...
him because he works for the Federal Defender's Office.
Yeah, but didn't he say he was going to call a buddy up in Kentucky and see if he'd be
Yeah,
able to help?
he, yeah, he sent him an email, and he had talked to the same guy before about my case,
Uh-huh.
and the guy used to be a judge, and he quit being a judge, so he started his own practice.
Okay.
And he sent him an email to see if he would take on my case. Haven't heard anything back yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
That's a plus because he's a judge and he knows what other judges are going to look for.
So what if he tells you not to pursue anything? Would you still pursue it?
I would
Mm-hmm.
still pursue it because it's my name. I don't want to die with my name being a sex offender, and if I can help it, even being a felon.
Yeah. And I'm so happy. This is an opportunity, and I hope, like you said, I hope that you get the chance to have somebody fairly hear your argument about that and not be on the registry and all of that. And I agree with that. But what I also want to say is, if that doesn't come to pass, at least you're able to counter the negative crap online about you with something that's different.
Yeah.
So it's not just one voice or 1,000 voices saying, Lorne's bad. There's going to be an opportunity for the other side to come out. So if somebody should happen upon your name on a website, like let's say you meet somebody and they want to find out about you, they'll see the stuff that's not bad. They'll see people coming to your defense. And I think that's so important. Like I said, how are they going to expect you to find a girlfriend if she Googles your name and she finds this crap about you? No matter how cute
Yeah,
you are and how big your biceps are, she's not going to get the blessing of her family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's very hard. People well, the counselor in my class doesn't seem to understand that it's not easy for me to go out in a public place, to a bar or any other place, to try to find a girlfriend.
But you're not even allowed to go to the bar. So what is she? You can't go online, so you can't do online dating.
Well, I could before. That's something I got to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get drunk last weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. Is fucking Nikki, it's the same one that got all that money from me.
Yeah, the bad lady.
Yeah, she pissed me off, and I was all upset and everything. And I wound up drinking 3 beers before I went to class, but it was like 3 hours before I went to class. And I figured I'd had enough time for the beer, for the alcohol, smelled alcohol to wear off. Well, it didn't wear off, and she smelled a little bit. She smelled it a little bit when I was up at her little desk.
Oh, okay.
And she questioned me about it, and that's where when it wound up,
You told the truth.
Mitch, my probation officer, made me have to put another thing on to my probation thing about not being able to drink alcohol.
Oh, okay. Well, then, mum's the word. Your personal
Thank you.
business and what you do is your business, Lorne.
Thank you. I
You're
told you that
welcome.
because obviously I trust you. Otherwise, I'm not gonna tell you all this information that I tell you.
Well, I'm not judging you either. I hope that you hear that in my voice. It's just,
I
that's
do.
not...
Wow.
Everybody
And everything
makes
you've
mistakes.
done already, it shows it with everything you've done for me.
Yeah.
The reason I got drunk was because of everything hitting me so fast and hard that I wasn't prepared for it.
And it was overwhelming, and I get it. It's really tough to do what we know will comfort us, even if we know that we shouldn't do it. I know you were just trying to seek some comfort and escape. But you
Yeah.
know, that was something that was really tough for me to deal with.
Yeah, I can understand how you feel. You know, that doesn't. That's very understandable.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you understand that. You're not. I know it's not lost on you. You're a smart man. You know, I don't want to do anything that would make it difficult for me and you to talk, because in you I've found somebody who's fun to talk to, and an acquaintance, and you know, later on when a friendship, or you know, if and when you develop more trust and all of that, that'll be different. But right now, I think what we have is pretty healthy. It's not. I
I
don't
think
think
so too.
either is exploiting the other.
I think it's really good, and I think it's. I'm amazed by you, really. It really. You've gone. You've already gone above and beyond what I ever expected anybody would. You did. You're my little angel, my guardian angel.